Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to try something. I recently got these glow gaskets. So, I have two left. I need to get some more, obviously. And these go into triple LED flashlights around the secondary lights. Now, I don't know if this light is going to work the same way. And it's a little bit of a different setup with the driver as well. So we're just going to see what happens. This is the CWF, or Charles Wiggins Flashlights Peanut. And I love this flashlight. Right now I have it set up with a green secondary, so I might put the green one in there. Kind of makes sense, even though I probably will switch to red or blue again at some point. But I just bought a second one of these, actually. It's a very small 18350 flashlight, the smallest one that I know of, custom-wise. Charles makes this, and it's just very cool that you can switch the color of this secondary from green to blue to red, and you don't have to, do any soldering or anything like that. It's not, unique to the flashlight world. There's lights that have 7 multicolor ones, but in the custom world, it's pretty unique, I think, in terms of U.S. made, stuff like that. Now, I really want an Arcadian. That is a longer version of this flashlight that Charles used to make, and I've been badgering him, and hopefully he'll make some this year or in 2024. That would be fantastic. And I'll keep it up until we get some of those, because I think a slightly longer version of this would just be utterly fantastic. You'd get a little bit more length for the hold. I think it would just feel amazing. So anyway, to to put a glow gasket in, we have to remove the driver, the pill, all that stuff. And I haven't done that with this flashlight. I feel a little bit more confident doing it now, because I've done some other ones, and I have another one of these on the way. So if I jack it up, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it is, because this is a, $600 flashlight. But let us see, because the driver's kind of hidden below the pill. It's an interesting design. I don't know if there's space in there for a glow gasket. We're going to find out. Now, usually I would use my little snap ring pliers, but I'm a little concerned because we just have those holes there, how this is going to work. But we're going to see how deep these can notch in there. And it does not want to budge immediately. So let's just see. Is it tight, or is it, I don't think it's potted. Got it. So that was just very tight in there. It's a copper pill. So what you do is you just stick something, that's what she said, into these holes and turn. Now, I'm sure there's a tool that probably makes a lot more sense than this. I'm marring everything up doing this, but that shouldn't be an issue per se. So now I'm just going to twist this out and see what happens. Lots of threads. Yeah, I probably should have put something on the ends, like tape. Maybe I'll do that before I put it back in. I also don't care all that much if I mar it up a little bit. So you can see everything's coming out here. I love that it has that system like this where the driver seems to be tucked away, because it's going to be better if you ever drop it or anything like that. Okay, so let's just see what's going on here. We kind of came out on an angle, which is not good. Hopefully it's loose at this point. There we go. Okay. Oh. Everything's coming out. So there's the glass. I'm going to leave that in there since it's in there and should be clean. And then here's our optic. Looks like every other one I've seen, Carc Glow, whatever. I guess there was some kind of paste in there holding that in, but just on that one spot. Don't know if that, yeah, it looks like this stuff got all over. Don't know exactly what that's about. So let me grab a cloth and some alcohol and just see if I can. Don't really mind the stuff here, because Probably just holding it in. But right there, I'm a little concerned. I don't want this to damage anything. I don't know if you can see that white stuff. That I don't think is supposed to be there. See? I think it's some kind of thermal paste. Could be just jizz. I'm just kidding. Could be a lot of stuff. I don't know, but I just want to be careful. I think it came out when I pulled it out of the pulled the optic out of here. These little stands had that in there. Should be good. So this is pretty wild looking. Oh, there's the, is that coming around the side? It's on there? Yeah, okay. So we have the 3 LEDs and we have the 3 secondaries. This might work. I don't know if it has the same setup as every other Dragon, so let's see. I mean, it's from Charles, so you would think he would have set it up to take them, but, you know, who knows? So we would need this very short side. These are actually cut in a certain way. So you have 2 sides. There's a taper on them. I don't quite know where that is, but I think this rougher side goes down. And then you can see this gap right here is smaller than any of these other gaps. So you got to find that spot where there's 2 secondaries, one there or one there. But that hole is in the way, so I don't think this is actually going to work. Might be too small. So you see, if I set this up this way, I'm blocking at least one of the secondaries. If I set it up this way, I'm blocking one, blocking 2 of the secondaries. If I set it up this way, we're blocking one. This way, blocking one, blocking all 3. Right? I think so. These are the secondaries. 1, 2, 3. So these over here don't matter. I don't know what those are. Well, they may matter. That's the thing I don't quite know. Are those the blue secondaries? These a certain color and these? I don't think so. I think these 3 do all the colors, but I'm not positive. It says RR. So red, blue, green. Right? Let's zoom in on this. Look at this. So right there, it says RR, RB, RG. So I take that as green, blue, red. I don't know what the R in front of it stands for. Just saying. It almost seems like the driver and the chip, or sorry, the driver and the MCPCB are all in the same thing. Notice how there's no, that's wild, dude. There's no leads coming out of here that are soldered on to positive and negative, right? Usually you have wires coming through the center and they get soldered onto the leads. But it looks like everything is on this one board. That's how he got it that small. I mean, look at this pill. Usually they're like this big. Should have mentioned that right away. Sorry. So I just don't think this is set up to work. Yeah, sure. I could lay this over and I might be able to get it in there, but I don't think it's going to let the secondary shine through. Now, I'll flip it over and we'll see if maybe putting it on this way will do it. So right there, that secondary is kind of showing. I can get that one and that one showing. right? That one and that one. But the one over here is not showing. Turn it this way, I can get that one showing. Whoops. Not even that one. Not really. The way it would normally go is like this, right? With this piece. Like, it's just not even the same kind of setup, I think. Or I'm dumb, but I'm just not seeing it. That one, there's two, one there and one there. Oops. I don't see any way to have all three showing. Nah. No matter what you do, you're blocking something. And there's literally no way to have these two showing, right? Oh, that would be the closest, I think. So if I turn it, just can't get enough showing. The secondaries are just in different places than usual. And I'm not even positive I could get this on. I mean, I can try it just to show you that it doesn't work, but let's see. So there, everything's in, so looks like you might be able to get it to, hopefully that's on the outside, but we're probably going to take this apart again anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, I don't, exactly what I didn't want to do. And look at that, it all just stuck. And I touched the, I'm going to grab a new cloth. Glass is in there. So, kind of want to send something down there to clean the glass. Let me see if I can get, yeah, I can. All right, so what is that? See that? Just like dirt. I don't know what that's from. Is it on the outside is the question. Looks to be. Yeah. All right. So I need to figure out a way. I think the best way would be, this isn't even going to work, so I'm just wasting time here. But if I hold it up and place it in, and then grab this. Be better to have something else, but Well, I gotta do this off screen, sorry. Just to get it started. All right. It's just that, there we go, it's working a little bit. I can't hold it upside down, which is what would be easiest, right? I can kind of hold the lip on the edge and then use my finger to rotate. It seems to work. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Be careful here. Okay, that's not good. I broke the light. There's a contact thing going on. And we gotta go tighter, but I don't really want to risk that. It should be tight enough that if it was gonna work, it would work. Oh, shit, okay. So you'll see what's happening is exactly what I expected. Is it's blocking lights. You can't see it, but there's two of the secondaries, one there and one there, and they're actually underneath that glow gasket. So it's not working. So I have an idea because I think it works. It just isn't cut right. So what if I took a drill? What if I marked it and then I cut out those areas that we needed, right? Wouldn't that work? And then it should be fine. Let's just, I don't see why this wouldn't be lighting up, but sort of. No, I didn't hit it with any actual light. It shouldn't be affecting the triple emitters. Yeah, that's with the light off. That's nice. So I have a project. Let's see if we can do this. Because that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? If we could pull that off. Let me go grab supplies. I should be able to do it right here. Don't see why not. I could just go, I could mark it here and then drill it, in my garage and then come back. Right? Because you guys get the point. You just mark it, drill it, and then you're good to go. So let's take it out and see where we would drill, and then we'll go from there. But I like that idea because it seems like it worked. So we just do this, Put these in there. Spin it back out. So that was interesting. I had to tighten it all the way. I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't contacting the it wasn't contacting. Which way would be loose? This way, right? Because the driver is, I don't know. I guess because the pill is so small, it's just different, you know what I mean? Don't want this stuff to fall and hit the glass, but may just be the way we gotta do this. And that's what happened. I heard it hit. It's not a big deal, it's just a glow gasket. And the optic, we don't want to damage it, but it should be fine. I'll also make sure that glass is in there nice and snug before we put it back together this time. Okay, all right, everything came out. Glass should be in there pretty snug. Just grab one of these, use a cloth. All right, so what I'm gonna do is keep this cloth here. I'm gonna cover it so that we don't get anything on the glass. This can go here. So here's the theory. We take this, put it in the best position that makes sense, right? This way, I think. Get the cream on it or whatever. So I put it like this. And we basically had it set up where you could see two of them already, right? So we just have to put it in where two of those are showing. Like there, no. Might be better to do it on a spot where they're more covered, and then that way I can just drill clean through and not have to worry about it too much. So like on this setup, I would just have to drill through right there and right there and then up there. I would basically be taking chunks off. Let's see if there's a better option. This way, yeah, see look, this way we have two showing. We have two of those secondaries showing, at least showing enough that it's fine. And then I would just have to drill out this one or cut. Honestly, I just take a Dremel. I think that's what I might do. I haven't even used my Dremel yet. And I might just cut a little bit of this off too. So what I would do is set this up like this. Right? Boom. That. Cut a little bit here, and then I gotta really get this spot right here. It's more like right there. So I'll grab a, see if I can clean that off a little bit because I think I marked it up too much. There. Like that. So if I cut in here a little bit and then cut that, I think we might be good. So that's what I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'll be able to record it. I don't even know what I'm doing with the Dremel. I also might just take a drill because if I get it at the edge, it's just gonna, right? Might just clear right through anyway. That might be easier than a Dremel. Same difference really. So I'm gonna give that a shot and come back to this. I'll be right back. All right, hey guys. So let's see. Here's how it came out. I used the Dremel, and I just put, I don't know what the hell bit I put on it, but it was, you know, one of those carbide bits maybe. And I just grabbed sort of a roundish one and eased my way in. Got close to cracking it here, and it may very well crack at some point, but I don't think that really matters. If it does, I can just clean that up, but should be fine. I'm gonna spray it real quick and just get any leftover dust off of it. Then we can attempt to install it. See how we did. All right. So here we go. Let's see. I'll zoom in for you guys. Got a little bit of alcohol there. So it should be, there's that cut. I think I was trying to cut out that one fully and a little bit for that one, right? So it should go in. Where's that piece I really cut into? I can't even tell. That's how good I am at this. I can't even tell where I cut. I think it was right here. So I think this is how I wanted it. All right, let's try this. LED there. That's not it. I'll shift it around. Like that. That's not it. Shift it around. Like that. That's not it. Maybe I have it upside down. Don't think so, though. Maybe I'm just doing this wrong. There's 1, 2. That one's hiding, so. This should be fairly obvious. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so bad. Let me flip it back over, because I think this is the right side. Okay. So this piece should go, there we go. And all three, it's close. Hold on, let's see. It's close, where is it? Yeah? They are just about all showing right there. That one's a little squirrely, but I think it would be fine. Look. Just gotta drop the optic in. I could obviously clean this up a little better, but you can see that one. I can mostly see that one, and I can see that one. So, yeah, I think if I was doing it, can I shift it just a little? That's a little better. Actually, that's pretty damn good. If I wanted to be super smart about it, I could just cut back that little bit over here, and then same thing, cut that little edge right there, and that would probably do it. Let me look at it again. Just seems silly to have done all this and then half-ass it at the end, right? But is it a placement thing, or is it really, yeah, I think I need to get in that piece right there a little bit, and then maybe just take that corner off. So let me come back. Okay, I couldn't remember where I needed to take off that one other side, so I just took them both, hoping I got it. Hopefully there's enough glow gasket left for this to even work. But yeah, I took off more here, and then I couldn't remember where the other spot was. So I took this corner off and that corner off, hoping along the way I'd hit it somewhere. So in my head, I had it where this one was right here, like that. This is how I had it in my head, like that. Yeah. I think that's right. But there's no way I still need to take more off because I've taken a shit ton off there. I should be good, right? That looks fine to me. Let me just center this on the LEDs particularly. Is that the right way? I think that's the right way. Is there any other way to do it? This would be... There we go. Let's just see. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. And that wouldn't work. So flip it over. Let's see. This wouldn't work. This wouldn't work. And this should be where we were. That is where we were. I don't know, every time I look at it, I'm like, why is it still not perfect? So this is it dead on. Let me just get it dead on here. I don't know, should be perfect. Okay, so it's just because I feel like this is gonna kind of help us center it anyway, right? So just place that on. Okay, what the hell? There. Okay, I can see that one. I can see that one. Should be good. So let me do this. Get a little alcohol in there and clean the optic. Then we need to slide it in. Glass should be good. All right. So you get her started. Not crooked would be ideal. Man, it's so small, it like... think I got it there. I gotta do this off camera, sorry guys. Just gotta get it started. Shit balls. That was bad. Straight dropped it. Don't know if I actually did any damage somehow. See if this works. That was not good though. Could have knocked everything out of sync in there. Surprised that glass is still in there somehow. But that optic could be whacked now. It looks a little funky. I don't know if it'll seat itself when we tighten it down. So let's see. Man. Okay. It's in there. Moment of truth here. Turns on. Yep. Look at that, baby. Your boy did his first flashlight mod. Okay. Zoom. It won't let me zoom back to regular because I started this section of the video on anyway, it's stupid, but so check it out. You got 1, 2, 3. I can see all 3. So it worked. The question is, what are these other things? Those are the pegs for tritium, I guess. Yeah, that's the optic stems, and that's all that should matter. So the secondaries show through perfectly. And then the glow gasket works. How about them apples? Yeah, it's a little less glow gasket than you would normally see. And I could have tailored it a little bit better, but I mean, it's not going to change much if I leave a couple of corners on there. But the point remains, you have a glow optic in there. Here, I'll turn the lights off. I'll show you how it looks with the lights off. That's a yellow one, by the way. They both look green. It's good to know. So there it is. Yeah, I mean, it fills up mostly. Yeah, I can see if I'm looking down in there, I can see the areas, but at night on my nightstand or whatever, that's all I want it for, is just to be cool and sit there and whatnot, you know. You can't see it lighting up my hand, but oh, there you go. Yeah, very, very cool. So with that, I will say, let's see, I do that. Use this as my lighting. That's it, guys. Thanks for checking it out. I am digging these glow gaskets. They're just a simple little thing you can do with your flashlight. Like, they're not crazy. They don't do anything spectacular. Like, they just glow for... These ones glow for like an hour or so. They're nice. Maybe even longer on a... You know, they dim down, but they still glow for a couple hours. It's pretty cool. So if you want something like tritium, but you don't want to A, invest in tritium, or B, have the risks that some people think tritium has, or maybe you just like the idea of having the whole front bezel glowing instead of just 3 little dots, that's a thing, then these glow rings are really cool and they're fun. I would especially recommend them if you have a light that doesn't have secondary lights, just so you have some other pop of color or whatever, you know. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you want to see me do more stuff like this, let me know. I'm a noob when it comes to using, you know, the Dremel and stuff like that. But, I mean, I could have used a file. I could have figured something easier out, probably. But that took 2 seconds, and I was just careful with it, you know. So, yeah. I love you guys. Thanks for checking it out. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.